Good morning, good morning, good morning, my divine spirits, and welcome back to Traumapathic Root Healing with What's the Somatic Tea. And today, I just want to first start off with I've been going through a lot lately, a lot of depression and anxiety, and I was starting to feel it starting to come in a few days ago. I don't know if it's just the female thing, but I was in tears. I was feeling like I can't get my foot off the ground. I was feeling like I didn't have support, and it just really brought me down. And I decided that I'm like, okay, I haven't been doing some of my breath work for the past couple of days. I really need to get into that. So today we are going to do 4 somatic exercises and stretches to release tension and stress within the hips. And then we're going to do some biodynamic breath work at the end so we can release some of that stress as well. And I want to talk to you about tracking. Okay, so whenever you're tracking, I want you to pay attention to everything that you're doing. Put purpose behind everything that you do, whether it be brushing your teeth, making your bed, washing dishes, taking a shower. Like if you're taking a shower, pay attention to putting care into every wash you're doing, taking your time, feeling the sensations you're feeling. What emotions are you feeling as you're taking your time to bathe yourself, cleanse yourself, and wash away things that feel like they're stuck on your body? You know what I mean? Like, not speaking as in actual physical things you can see. I mean like emotions, stress, anxiety, tension, things like that. Like, I want you to pay attention to what you're washing away. I want you to pay attention to like how you do your hair. Pay attention to how you're doing your hair when you're washing your hair. Take your time. You're tracking the sensations and the emotions that you feel as you do these things. And it puts a lot of emphasis on self-care, on self-love, and how you need to be more self-aware of your body. And we are regulating the dysregulation, okay? Because we become dysregulated when we're put in our fight or flight response, and we don't do anything to help alleviate that. You know, so we go into these states of mind where we're agitated, we're irritated, where we're feeling like, God, I need to get the hell out of here. And you leave out of that space, and you're still feeling that. You still walk around. You didn't do anything to combat that. So it's just building up and building up and building up on the body. And if you really want to reset the vagus nerve, there's a previous video that I had posted where you can get rid of all the fight or flight and the tension that's in your body by resetting the vagus nerve with the VU technique. When you go VU, and you're vibrating the longest nerve within the body that starts from the brainstem and goes all the way down to the colon. It stretches out and is connected to all the vital organs within the body. And that means from your gut to your lungs, your heart, your kidneys, all of these different organs that are vital and key to your survival. Okay, so everything is connected. Like I said, it was just like the chakras. You know how you go from your crown, your third eye, your throat chakra, your heart chakra, your solar plexus, your sacral, your root chakra. Same thing with the vagus nerve, how it goes from the brain. It goes to your larynx. It goes through the throat. It goes to the lungs. It goes through the heart. It goes to your stomach, your sacral, and your solar plexus. It goes to the root chakra, your colon. You get what I'm saying? You see how everything in the universe aligns in a certain way. Science and spirituality all go hand in hand. They go hand in hand together. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's a true fact. Okay, so I don't want to go into a long spiel. I just wanted to give an introduction of what I've been going through the past couple of days. It got to the point to where I even deleted my social media. Well, I didn't necessarily delete it, but I took the app off of my phone. I was so consumed with emotion that I was compelled to post a video with me in tears. And I was like, I don't have any support. I don't have love. I don't have this. I don't have that. And I was just putting out this negative stuff, but at the same time, I was telling people to stay positive, stay strong. Even when you're feeling this way, stay strong and just keep giving out that positivity, even when you're going through that, because somebody will give that back to you. It will be reciprocated, whether you see it or not. Somebody is seeing that you're going through these things, And whether they reach out or not, somebody cares. And I had to realize that, and I felt alone at that moment, but I saw the love come in outside looking, and I did sneak back in and look at some of the comments, and I was like, God, why did you post that? Why? It was an embarrassing feeling, but I'm not going to delete it because that's my human emotion. That was real. It was raw. That was me. And I don't want people to come onto my page and think, oh, I'm just acting like I'm such a strong person. I'm a human being. So I cry, I yell, I get angry sometimes. I'm just a human. I'm a woman. So I'm an emotional person, but I'm a strong person. I'm very resilient, and I push through everything. No matter what's going on, no matter how many tears is coming out of my eyes, I'm going to keep pushing, period. Okay, so I want to do some techniques with you all here on this next slide, and I hope you're prepared for that. Get you some water, and I want you to find a nice quiet space with space. Well, I want you to find a comfortable spot so we can do the somatic stretches for the hips and the tension. We're going to do 4 stretches, and then after we're done with the stretches, we're going to go into the breath work. Okay, so just get ready for that, and I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. So I told you that we're going to be doing some somatic exercises to get rid of some of the tension within the body, within the hips. So this will be targeted towards the tension that you have within the hips here, the groin area. We're going to be stretching out all those different things. We're going to be opening up the body to release a lot of that stress. A lot of the trauma that we have radiates within the hips. I don't know why, but that's where most of the stress goes. It's so weird, because you would think that a lot of the stress would be like in your shoulders and stuff, but it is in your shoulders, but you would think that most of it would radiate here. No, it actually mostly goes here. It's so strange. But what we're going to do first is we're going to do, I like to call them like some leg rocks. Okay. So you put your legs like this. All right. And we're going to sway our legs like this for a little while. We're opening up the tension that we have within the hips here. You're going to feel all of that here, and you're going to feel it in your groin area. Okay. Not to be, too explicit. But I want you to breathe. Pay attention to your breath. As you do this, pay attention to the sensations you're feeling within the hips. Pay attention to the tension being released out of the hips. I want you to think about all the problems that you've been going through that's been holding you down, holding you back. And every time you're rocking your hips and you're feeling that tightness, I want you to feel like that's your problems, that's your issues being pulled and worked out of you, if that makes sense. All right. Now we've done that for a little while. Now we're going to go off to the next technique. All right. So the next one we're going to do, we're really going to be opening up the hips now. We're going to be doing a nice stretch. So we're going to be putting our leg like this. I want you to put your leg here. We're going to start off with our left leg. And we're going to pull our left leg in, foot going towards our groin area. And we're going to extend the right leg out like that. Roll on top of your other leg like this. Okay? And I want you to keep this foot. Don't let the foot go back out like that. Keep it inside, okay? And I want you to lean your body back like that, okay? And kind of bounce on it. Don't do it too hard. There's no need to go and put too much pressure. Just do it at what your body feels is comfortable. And kind of roll in it. Okay? You can even lay down in it. Okay, and you're feeling all of that stretch, okay? Feel all of that release. And then you can lean up with it. Stretch it. You're going to feel all of this stretching within the lower lumbar, within the hamstrings, within the lower part of your thigh. You're going to be feeling it radiating all on the left side, on the right side of your hip. Okay, you're going to feel that stretch. You're also going to feel the stretching here on this side of the body, and also within the groin area, you'll feel it stretching as well. So like I said, I want you to think about the tension and the stress and everything, the anxiety, releasing and being pulled from those areas of the body. You may feel some trembling, you may feel some emotions as you do this, and that is completely normal. That is natural to feel the release coming out and you getting some kind of emotional reaction or response to that. Because when you're in the fight or flight response, it's not easy to get out of that state. There are different techniques you need to do in order to naturally get out of that. It's not like you can just go and be like, oh, I'm fine, I'm getting out of the fight or flight response. No, you have to do things to release that. So just sit in that for a minute, stretching that. All right, we're going to switch to the other leg. So now sit back down. Slowly put your body back into how you had it in the first place. All right, now do the same on the other leg. Now, put this leg in. Extend the left leg out. Oop. Extend the left leg out. Rock onto that other side. Okay? And you're going to hear the knees. You might hear some of those muscles being stretched out because you have never done this. This is new for you. You've never even tried releasing your trauma. Maybe you don't even think you have trauma. Maybe you don't think nothing's wrong with you at all. But we're all human and we all go through some kind of form of trauma in our lives. Every day is a learning process. Every day is a learning journey. Every day is a healing journey. So I want you to stretch that leg out. Kind of roll on that. Feeling the tension release from those hips. And you can lean back on it. Remember, you can lay down on it to give more of an extension, a pull of those muscles in the gluteus maximus. But we are paying attention to the hips, the lumbar. We are re-regulating our nervous system, okay? We are sending a signal to the brain to release this trauma, okay? And I know a lot of you people are like, no, you can't release trauma from the hips. Trauma doesn't go in the hips. It's a mental thing. Trauma is not just a psychological based thing, okay? Trauma is not just within the mind. Trauma is in the body as well. And we all need to understand that. We can't just look at this all on a scientific, mental, psychological basis. We have to be able to look at this on a natural basis as well, and body-based theory. That's why we do somatic therapy. These are somatic exercises, okay? I'm sorry, I'm talking so much during this. But just take your time to pay attention and tracking, like I told you, we're tracking the sensations and we're putting emphasis on the emotions and the sensations we're feeling as we do these exercises, as we do the tasks we do throughout the day. Okay? We can't just be robots and just on a repetitive cycle. Okay, we have to be able to notice what's going on and make slight changes in order to see a better result. You know, because if you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same results, okay? So now, what we're going to do now is we're going to really open up the hips and we're going to get into a position where you're on your hands and knees, and we're going to open up the hips as wide as you can. And this is very uncomfortable for a lot of people, and that's how it's supposed to be, because you're releasing that tension. So I want you to put your feet out and make your feet flat, like pointing your feet out like a frog, okay? And I want you to lay down in that. You're going to feel all that tension here within the groin area, and you're going to feel it here wrapping around you like a belt. It's going to be going to your coccyx, all the way to your lumbar, around to your groin area, okay? And you're going to be feeling an intense release of stress, okay? You're going to be feeling an intense release of physical pain along with tension that you have in the hips, and you'll feel it loosen up as we do this. And I want you to lay down in it, and I want you to start rocking back and forth slowly. You do not need to do this fast. And like I said, do your tracking techniques, okay? Paying attention to what you're feeling while you do this. You may feel some shaking or some trembling while doing this, and that is totally fine. That is natural. That is the response that you want. You may feel some really deep emotions start to arise. And I want you to pay attention to your breathing. I want you to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth as you do this. And this can really hurt too, especially if you're not used to doing this. But that is, like I said, where most of the trauma goes. So this will be intense for a lot of people. For someone like myself who's gone through an immense amount of trauma throughout my life. And then the other day, how I told y'all in the beginning of the video how I was going through a lot of stress the other day. A lot of that stress went straight to my hips. And I can feel it because I work out every day. But I haven't worked out in the past 2 days. And I can feel that a lot of that anger I had went straight there. Because usually I'm not this tense. So just rock back and forth. And now I want you to come up. I want you to come up slowly. And I want you to start to try to sit down. And I want you to stretch out those muscles sitting up. Sit up, sit up if you can. If you can't, that's okay. I want you to feel all of that muscle pulling. And I want you to sit up, sit up, sit up, and breathe. This may hurt a little bit for some people. It's okay if you need to stop. All right. We're going to go into our next one. Now I want you to go back down. You can actually close your legs. Okay? I'm going into the downward dog. And I want you to come back, sit on your legs, okay? Roll around in that a little bit. I said we would do 4 exercises, but I feel like we're doing more. And that's okay. You can probably hear my knee popping right now. I have a bad knee. So you can probably hear it. Pop, pop. All right. All right, now we're going to go to our last one. First, I want you to lay down. And I want you to cross your legs. Cross your legs. Okay, cross your legs. Lay them down. So you're sitting just like this. Okay? And we're stretching out the hip muscles, the groin area. Okay? So I want you to lay in that. I want you to put your hands to the side, and I just want you to relax and breathe. You will feel the tension in your thighs. You will feel it stretching from your quadriceps, going to your hips. You will feel all of that tension pulling right here and right here. You may feel it here too, on the sides of your hips. But just relax and pay attention to your breathing and the sensations you feel. Okay. Now I want you to take your legs and I want you to pull them up to your chest. And I want you to hug your legs. Pull your legs as close to your chest as you can. And I want you to hug your legs. Feel that sensation within the hips when you do that. You will feel a pulling within the hips when you do this. And you can even rock from side to side so you can feel even more of that tension being released. But pull your knees to your chest and rock from side to side. This is just like when we do the newborn baby pose, where you grab your feet and you can rock from side to side as well. This releases a lot of the pent-up trauma that you have, maybe from childhood and beyond. But you can do that. But I like to stay in this fetal position, curled up, hugging my legs, because I feel such a release and relief when I do this. Okay? Okay. Now I want you to stretch out. Just lay flat and breathe. And since we're already in this position, I want you to stay in this position while we start our biodynamic breath work. So I want you to just breathe normal right now and just relax. Keep your hands on your sides, eyes closed. We will be doing an 8 count in, 8 count out. We're going to be holding on the exhales. So I know that sounds like a lot, but we're going to breathe in for 8. Just follow my guide, and we're going to breathe out for 8. And whenever I say hold it on that out, we're going to hold it for 4. Okay? And a lot of people can't do this because of how intense the breath work is. So if you are epileptic, if you have high blood pressure, cardiovascular issues, or you're pregnant or think you may be pregnant, I advise you to sit this out, because this can be intense on the body, because your breath, your heart rate will be elevated, your blood pressure will be elevated. So it's best to not participate in these types of breathwork techniques until you contact your healthcare provider and ask them, is it safe for you to do these things? And I'm just here to let you know that this is for educational purposes only. Okay, guys? Okay, so what we're going to do is keep laying flat with our hands to our side, eyes closed. And whenever I start, I want you to breathe in deep, letting all the air go up to your head, feeling all that that stress, anxiety, going all the way up to the head, and we're going to be releasing all of that. Okay, we're going to be releasing all of that tension. Okay, and with every new breath that you take in, I want you to be pulling in abundance, prosperity, pulling in happiness, love, success, pulling in everything that you want with each new breath you take. And you're releasing all of the negativity out with each exhale. Okay, if that makes sense. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to breathe in for 8 on my count. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out, 2, 3, 4. We're going to hold on this. 6, 7, 8. Hold it. Hold it. We're going to breathe in on my count. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it. Hold it. I said we'll do 4, but we're going to hold a little bit longer. Hold it. Hold that exhale. You're thinking about all of the bad things swimming around in your head that you're about to release on this inhale. Think about all the good things you want to happen. Are you ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. And in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now breathe normal. I want you to pay attention to the sensations you feel in the body. Maybe you feel some tingling in the fingertips, in the arms, in the shoulders. Maybe you're feeling it in your legs. Maybe you feel some movement that you don't have any control of. And that's totally natural. That is the nervous system re-regulating. That is the synapse and all of the different brain waves starting to get recharged. There's all this electricity running through the body, trying to release this tension that's been probably swimming around in your body for years. So that's what we do biodynamic breath work for. I want you to sit in this feeling. You can stay here as long as you want. You can enjoy that sensation. And I want you to take that feeling into your day. And if you want to go back and redo this, you can. But I want you to go into your day feeling like you're a new person, feeling like you released some tension today. You released that stress, okay? And you released that trauma. And I really hope you guys enjoy your holidays. I hope you have a great day. And there's more to come with What's the Somatic Tea with Savanique and Traumapathic Root Healing. And I wish y'all the best. Love and light. Ashe. Ashe. Ashe.